Yo, what up? What up? What up? Welcome back to another episode of the LeVar Walker Daily Show podcast. I don't know who's in here, but right now I am live. This is live. So, all of you guys who have tuned in, we can talk, we can converse. This is not a pre recorded show. And right now, nobody's in here right now. So, I just came in here real quick. I don't know. We got one person. So, this one person to me that is watching right now, thank you for tuning in and welcome to the LeVar Walker Daily Show podcast. I try to get it in at 7 o'clock p.m., man. And I wanted to do this. I wanted to do this particular show live because, I had to do a lot of running around today. My son had a Thanksgiving celebration. Me and my wife went to that celebration. Then we went to Sam's. Then I had to go to Publix. It was just a lot of running around today. And so we got back home, and one of the first things I wanted to watch was the Tyler Perry Maxines Baby documentary. And I want to say, after watching this documentary, I've always respected Tyler Perry for first and foremost. And I'm saying this like, look, I ain't looking for I don't want no part in no shit. I'm good. I'm going to get my shit out of the mud. It's not about that. But after watching this documentary, I've already had respect for Tyler Perry, but this gives me a deeper, even newfound respect for this brother. Um, Watching this documentary actually brought tears to my eyes. If you don't know, to those who don't know, I went to Xavier University in New Orleans, where I was just a kid from the South Side of Chicago who was studying pharmacy, and I became a pharmacist through Xavier University. And I went to New Orleans in 1995 when I graduated from high school, and I started this journey. In that journey, I used to go to a church. That church was called Greater St. Stephen's. Greater St. Stephen's Church was then send a school bus. That pastor was Bishop Paul S. Morton. He has a son named PJ Morton, who is a R&B sensation or something. I guess PJ's doing this thing. I would just say that PJ Morton. Y'all look him up. Go to Spotify and stream his songs. I watched Maxine's Baby, and it was very, very emotional for me. Tyler Perry is a Virgo. I'm a Virgo. And, through the years, it's been ups and downs. I've had my judgment in regards to Tyler with the dress and this, that, whatever. But I mean, after watching this documentary, I just have a newfound respect for the good brother Tyler Perry. And Tyler Perry is a modern day black superhero. He is a man uh, from New Orleans that went through a lot of tragedy, a lot of abuse, and who was able to become like a mogul. And I'm saying this shit. I'm talking off the cuff. I'm not looking for a part. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to be in no motherfuckers' movies. I don't, y'all gotta understand this about me. If you don't know me, I'm not no dick riding nigga. I'm not about to be dick holding. I don't do that shit. I don't. I live off of and I appreciate who messes with me. That's who I mess with. So I'm not that guy. I'm not gonna hold your nuts. I'm not gonna come. I don't go places I'm not invited. I just don't. For what? For what? And all you weak ass comedian ass niggas is holding dicks. Nigga, kill yourself. I mean, a lot of motherfuckers be jocking and biting motherfuckers because they just don't have the talent, and they're never gonna make it. So I'm saying this to say, that watching this documentary gave me a newfound respect for Tyler Perry, and it also energized me. You know, here's a brother who's a Virgo. I'm a Virgo. Here's a brother from New Orleans. I went to school in New Orleans. Here's a brother that went to Greater St. Stephen's Church in the 90s. I went to Greater St. Stephen's Church in the 90s. Here's a man who I never saw cry or complain in Hollywood about the white man like a lot of these bitch ass niggas do. They get on their knees and they cry out, give, and beg. They don't fucking create. And this is just real shit. I guess I'm coming from the heart. I'm a little emotional after watching this. And here's a man who created his own table. Some people are against him because he put the dress on or whatever. I really don't care about that. This is a black man that didn't cry. He didn't complain. He built his own table. He built his own fucking Hollywood. I don't know about his sexuality. I don't know what he does. I don't give a fuck about that. But this is a man that's not crying, bitching, fucking complaining about the white man and just got his shit out of the mud. How can you not respect that shit? How can you not respect that? Whether he put the dress on or not, how you can't respect that? And then I'm looking at the movie, I see Michael Pasternak, who is the head of Lionsgate. This is a man when I was at a table read for Uncle Drew, who saw me doing that table read and said, "My God, can you play this role?" And from him saying that, that made those writers and producers say, "We got to give him a part in the movie." This documentary, and I'm gonna tell you guys, go see it if you haven't. It's streaming on Amazon right now. It greatly impacted me. Um, the love for his mother, the abuse he received, and the way this man overcame all obstacles, didn't cry, didn't wince, and just overcame that shit. Not sitting holding hands, not putting up a picket sign, not crying. I don't deny what happened in the past to us as a people and how we were done bad. But here's a man that just took whatever hand he was dealt and made the best of it and became a billionaire. Watching that documentary was so inspirational for me. Here's a man who bought literally a Confederate army base in the South. Who bought that shit? Who owns that? 100%. Not only did he buy it, he built sound stages in that motherfucker and named every sound stage after a black person. A man from utter poverty out of New Orleans who was beaten by his father, who was told he wasn't going to be shit, who overcame. What's your excuse? What the fuck is your excuse? I'm from the hood. I'm uneducated. We all are. What's your excuse? I didn't have my father. We all did. I didn't have my mother. We all did. What's your excuse? What's your excuse? I shed tears. I shed literal fucking tears watching this man and watching this documentary. And it energized me to a level that I can't even explain. This shit put a battery in my back that is an unprecedented battery. It's an unprecedented battery. Because I feel that shit. I feel being an educated black man from the hood. I don't have a story of drug dealing and shooting niggas. So like I'm not gonna be propelled into the spotlight like others. I can't. If I sit down with Vlad, I'm gonna tell this motherfucker I ain't no killer. I grew up in the hood, but fuck that shit. I can't do it. Here's a guy. Yeah, he put the dress on, but I question the community. He put the dress on, played a character. I don't know what his sexuality is. I don't fucking care. But I know he's gave a lot of black people a lot of opportunities. He's opened a lot of doors. He brought Hollywood to him. He brought Hollywood to Atlanta. This was him. When you look at that Georgia peach at the end of every big show you watch on Netflix, because people don't go to the movies, a lot of that had to do with him. So what's the excuse? I'll ask this question too. I'm not that fond of niggas being in dresses in Hollywood and movies, but I'm also not fond of every nigga being a street nigga and a killer, and every nigga rapping about killing and murdering his own fucking people. I'm not fond of that shit either. Which is worse? I don't see niggas in dresses shooting, killing, robbing, pillaging, and profiting off of the destruction of their own kind. I don't see it. So I watched this and shed tears when I saw him at Greater St. Stephen's. Greater St. Stephen's used to send a school bus to Xavier to pick up students to come to the church. And I'm from Simeon. I went to Simeon. I took the ACT exam. I scored a 17 on the ACT the first time. I took it and a 16 the second. I went to a HBCU that bridged that gap of me being in an underserving public high school. So it was very difficult for me, and I had to bust my ass, and I would often go to church and listen to Paul Morton and pray because I'm from a Christian home. I grew up in a Catholic environment, Catholic church. I see the ridicule that the brother Tyler Perry gets. And I also see not just the ridicule, but I see the inspiration. I see the joy that he brings to the community when he talks to the community. And a lot of motherfuckers, he got that dress on, this dress. But these same niggas don't question the motherfucker in the movies killing your black ass, kicking you in your back, and oppressing the community too. They don't. So I have a newfound respect. And I'm going to say this. Tyler Perry's a superhero to me at this point. He's a Virgo and he's a self-made man. I don't give a fuck if you got a wig. It don't matter to me anymore at this point. After watching that, there's a newfound respect, a salute. And I've always respected him, but it just had me so emotional because I just felt as if somehow I was with him. Because what a lot of people don't understand is this. I'm educated, right? And I'm from the hood, right? But when you're an educated nigga from the hood, you don't get the fucking bit. If I'm a street nigga and I'm on here telling y'all I done shot, murdered, and did all that bullshit, and I'm reformed, I get applause. What about for people that did right and walked that straight line, even when it was hard? Even if you wasn't a weak ass motherfucker. And yes, I had my mother and father, but a lot of motherfuckers I know had their mom and daddy veered off the wrong path. Where's the round of applause for those people? Now, I'm not crying out. I'm not making an excuse because I will build this brick by brick. I'm not trying to come to any motherfucker's platform, anybody's table. I'm getting my shit out the ground and I don't give a fuck. So I applaud the good brother Tyler Perry. Thank you. Literally, thank you. I don't have any side by side. I don't have a fucking video to watch. None of that shit. I just really wanted to talk just from the chest and from the heart. And a lot of us in the community need to applaud the young brothers who are walking the righteous path and shame these niggas that's doing wrong. It's time. Fuck that. You a street nigga? Fuck you. Who do you oppress, nigga? Your own? I'm supposed to give you a cookie? You supposed to get a badge of fuck you. You gonna give me that same respect you get them white folks. Cause it's gonna be the same consequence. It's over. It's up. Give a fuck. Cause you some tough ass nigga. Tough nigga. What happened when your motherfucking mama got gentrified out that motherfucker and they pushed you to the projects? Or they pushed your bitch ass out to the goddamn suburbs. You didn't fire one goddamn bullet on the construction worker. But you kick your own people in the fucking back. Fuck you and every goddamn thing you stand for. And I'm standing on that shit. I'm tired. I'm tired. Here this man is a upstanding man. He ain't no street nigga, no gangster, billionaire. We don't give him the fucking respect that he deserves. And it's up now. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I listened to Andre 3000's new album with him playing the flute. I was relieved by that shit. I was relaxed. I had vision. I didn't have to hear about a motherfucker talking about he killing his own goddamn kind a million times. And to the FCC, why don't you fucking regulate that shit? You can kill every motherfucker. You can kill a nigga a million times in the song. You can't kill a dog, a white person, no, but you can kill a nigga 40 million. The FCC regulations say you can kill a nigga 40 million times. You can't kill a dog, a woman, or a white person. None of that shit. But a nigga, you can kill that motherfucker. That's a bug. But we all sit, stand around, and applaud these niggas. Fuck them. Fuck them. And I don't care. Call me what you want. You can use those terminologies, the coon word. I don't give a fuck. It's up. And I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I feel. And I just had such inspiration from that. And I just wanted to keep it a bean. I just wanted to keep it a bean and a buck and just get on here. And I'm live right now. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I see people are commenting. But you have to, oh, shut the fuck up. Here this nigga. I'd rather have gangsters, dudes, and dresses are able to go in the office. Oh, fuck you. Here this nigga. Who cares, nigga? You want gangsters to kick you in your back, kick your fucking dough in? Tough nigga? Fuck out of here, man. And it ain't even about, I get it. You know what I'm saying? There has been somewhat a touch and emasculation, but I'm just speaking to the journey, right? You can't speak against that and not speak against what's really hurting us. The lack of accountability. The lack of accountability of this street shit that we celebrate, that we often celebrate, that we don't even get paid from it. Other cultures do. So as we continuously fuck each other up, shoot, kill, and Vlad TV brings these niggas in. You want to hear a joke? You know what Vlad will never run out of? Niggas. That's what he'll never run out of. It's niggas. They gonna show up every time and tell them how tough they are. This motherfucker is like a goddamn, like a, what is he? Like a fucking, you used to watch the animal shows when the people would come into the zoo and shit and or the zoo or the forest and they would see various animals. He's the same thing in the community. But motherfuckers, you watch. And then these niggas cry. They go on there, tell on themselves like I'm supposed to give a fuck. You done told on yourself on the fucking show, but it's Vlad's fault. Cause you done ratted your guy, you done did 17 murders. and said it on this motherfucking show because you want a spotlight for killing your own people and a badge of honor so you can get a bitch ass record deal. But when they lock your whole ass up, I'm supposed to go, oh, I'm so, what Vlad do? That's your bitch ass. You a bitch ass nigga. This is what this is. And right now, I'm just talking like from the heart. I don't give a fuck. Facebook might shut me down to delete my fucking page. I don't care. Because God got me. You know what I'm saying? I believe that I will be fine. But it's just like we have to get more perspective. We cannot keep giving these other races all this power. We cannot keep saying it's because of the white man. We can't. You can't keep pointing the fucking finger, you weak motherfucker. It goes back to high school. Remember high school when your sneakers was fucked up and 400 niggas come out and roast you? They didn't give a fuck. If your parents was on drugs or your daddy didn't have a job or was laid off, and you poor, they roasted you, and what'd you do? You figured out how to get you some clean sneakers. It's the same thing. We cannot stay on this path. We cannot stay on the path of not empowering each other. We cannot stay on this path of pointing the finger. We have to know that we are powerful, and we got to believe in ourselves. There's no other way. This ain't no silly podcast. I did not get on this motherfucker to be goofy, fucking, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know, I do a lot of the videos and I talk shit online. And you know what I'm saying? It's just to keep relevance and attention. I'll just be honest with you. I really don't care about it. Most of these motherfuckers y'all see doing all that shit are not even funny on stage. They're shit. And you know they're shit. But you go because you need the social currency, because you want to go to the water cooler and say you went to such and such show. And you know they shit on stage. You're watching them and your eyes are watering. They don't even have a fucking set. But I wanted to come on here and talk to the community because I don't care anymore. I'm done. I'm done. I can't even live with I'm like, yo, fuck this. I got to call this shit out and speak the truth to power, man. I'm not trying to be on no pedestal or no shit like that. I'm from the south side of Chicago. I'm from the hood. And I'm not wearing that shit as a badge of honor. Right? Nobody wants to grow up in no fucked up neighborhood, in no poor. Nobody wants to be poor. You know what I'm saying? But in entertainment, for some reason, there's a reward for niggas to come and cry about how poor and fucked up they were and how they were kicked in the ass. Only to tell other black people, remain in poverty. That's what that message is giving. So a lot of times you don't see a lot of educated people in entertainment and position. You just don't. You don't. And that's a part of a program. Tell you it's okay. It's okay. You're fucked up. Yeah, this is what you guys do. And we've been accepting it for far too long. I've been called, a lot of names because I speak out on certain topics. They call me a coon, or they call me this, or they call me that because I'm for self accountability, right? Because I don't believe because of the color of my skin that it's just a motherfucking that much control of me where I can't. How dare me tell another black child he can't? He can't. That's what they're saying. A lot of them. You're black. You can't. It's okay. We're your friend. You're black. You can't do that. We're your friend. We're gonna take care of you, Blackie. Sit down. Hold my hand. We're gonna take care of you. Prolific Trucking, can you hear me now? Because I'm talking deep into this microphone, bro. Turn up your fucking and look, I'm not discounting what has happened to us in the past, but we gotta take power now. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like the the inspiration I got from the Tyler Perry joint is like, I live in the South. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, in a Republican red Southern state. Okay, there are a lot of counties in Georgia. You got Fulton and DeKalb County, two out of about, I don't know, 350 counties with black people in a Republican state, and you're seeing a lot of black excellence. What's going on? Who's being fooled here? You got blacks moving from Illinois, Democratic state, Michigan, Democratic state, California, Democrat. They're moving to Republican states. What is happening? What is happening? And I'm not even trying to be political. I'm just trying to call this shit out for what it is. Self-accountability, man. We can. We are powerful. We are smart. We are great. Were we fucked up in the past? Did they hold us down? Yes, they did. But all we can deal with is today and moving into the future. You know what I'm saying? I'm from that shit. I'm from that mentality of, you know what I mean, like celebrating the street nigga and holding up some nigga in the neighborhood that's only caused destruction and chaos to his own kind. I'm from this mentality, but I realize that it has to stop. Fuck him. He's a piece of shit and a cancer in the community that needs to be outed. And until we all get on this page 100%, until we are not celebrating niggas robbing FedEx trucks and the Amazon man, until we start to out them and shame them in our community, will we be okay? I'm for black empowerment, not black begging, not crawling on my fucking knees, not looking for nobody to help me or my people. I'm here for us. So I see you talking about Gaza. I don't give a. First of all, I don't know nothing about no Gaza. I don't know about that. I know about what I live in. I've never been there. Why you? Here this motherfucker. Let me see. That Gaza mess got me. I don't give a fuck. What does that have to do with you, Aaron? Aaron Crockett. When have you gone there? Who vacations there? Who? What's going on in your community, Aaron? That's what you need to be asking. I don't know who's right or who's wrong. I have remained neutral in that whole shit, and I don't feel like getting into it. But we got to keep it a bean, man. We cannot keep, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I haven't seen your whole post, Aaron. I'm sorry. I don't have time to read it. But shout out to you, though. But I'm just talking, and this was just on my heart. I don't really give a fuck. People could take it how you want. If you don't like what I said, just unfollow, block me. I really don't care. I really don't. But the Maxine Baby documentary for Tyler Perry, shout out to him. It really inspired me, and it just got me here to talk about what's going on. And I had to just literally speak from the heart. I've been ripping and running all day. I'm a little tired. And it's what it is. Shout out to LaShawn. Thank you, LeJean Robinson, brother. I appreciate you. I will be the voice for educated black men. It's up. It's up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm educated and I'm from the neighborhood too. So, you know what I'm saying? It's time for us to have our a round of applause. I didn't I didn't sell dope, I didn't rob, I didn't hurt my own people. It's time for people like me, or brothers like me, to get our round of applause. The Andre 3000 album, I loved it. Like, hip hop is dead. I'm over hip hop. I can't listen to the continuous destruction of the community. I can't listen to a damn near 50-year-old Rick Ross and almost 40-year-old Rich Meek Mill, who are both rich, tell me about the street life in the hood when Meek has billionaires making him bunny hop and do, backflips and shit, and Rick is flying around in private jets. I don't want to hear you telling me about the hood anymore. It's over. It's over. That shit is whack. You're too old for that shit. I have a huge respect for Andre 3000 for saying, like, yo, I just want to play my flute and be happy. I have a respect for that. You know what I'm saying? Can I rap about a colonoscopy? I get his sentiment, but I would love to him rap about a colonoscopy, because I just had me a colonoscopy, and he has probably millions of brothers and fans who've just had their colonoscopy, and we would love to him rap about it. Not only would we love to hear him rap about it, but we understand he's probably one of the only ones who could rap about a colonoscopy and make it sound super cool. So I would have loved to hear that. But if he doesn't want to do it, I respect him as an artist. I understand the nature of the current industry right now. I get it. You know what I mean? The shit is trash, right? It's just, I mean, bro, I like, literally, to listen to today's hip hop, and I hate to sound like the old man on the porch. I need to hit myself in the head with a baseball bat, and maybe I could understand it. This is where we're at right now. So, this brother, I'm from South Suburbs. I have family in the Auburn. Okay, that's what's up, bro. Shout out to LaShawn L. Robinson. But yeah, I am I really want to get on here. I didn't want to miss my 7 o'clock slot coming to you guys, because we're going into the weekend and I will be off. Um, and that will be that. I'm gonna ask you guys some questions. So, like, now let's get into some bullshit. So, how many of y'all feel that P Diddy is guilty? If you feel that P Diddy is guilty in regards to the Cassie situation, please comment and respond and let me know. I read the lawsuit document, and yesterday, if you tune into yesterday's podcast, I kind of touched on that briefly, where it was like, I felt it was an extortion attempt, but after me and my wife read the documents, it seems like it could be true. And if it's not true, I'm guessing that maybe, these are the chickens coming home to roost for Diddy and messing over people. That's how I feel. So please feel free to comment on that. Um, I just don't know. I had to go buy another refrigerator today too, because Samsung said my replacement. So whoever's tuning in right now, I bought the beautiful Samsung refrigerator, which is the Cadillac of refrigerator, supposedly, with all the bells and whistles and this big, beautiful screen. And the shit went out within 6 months. Okay, so I called the manufacturer. The manufacturer is supposed to be bringing me a brand new, updated model of the Samsung and replacing the refrigerator, but I won't get it till the 27th, which is after Thanksgiving. So I had to say fuck it and buy me like a little $700 refrigerator just to hold me over. I just had this shit in the garage, and if this new Samsung breaks, we won't be in such despair and having to get ice and try to figure out what to do with our food every day. So But I really want to get you guys to comment on that. Now y'all don't want to comment. When I ask y'all to say something, y'all don't say the shit. Cause it's just us. This is it. Y'all all I got, you know. So that's what it is. That one guy, he says, really how? I don't know what question you're asking. Fight. Okay. Well, I wanted to get in and give you this review. Please go check out Maxine's Baby with Tyler Perry. You you're gonna get a lot of inspiration from it. Here's a guy that was abused, beaten, grew up in the most impoverished parts of New Orleans. If you've been to New Orleans, you really understand. Like the hoods in New Orleans are far different from other hoods. Like that shit is really in a lot of despair. But here's this man that came out of that, rose through. Nah, I ain't gonna say rose through the ranks. Here's a man that was able to build his own table and become a billionaire. So I just really don't see any excuses anymore. If any brother has an excuse, I would just give him that documentary and you tell me how rough it is. But I believe in us. I believe we had a capability to overcome anything that's presented. And that's where I'm at. So this has been another episode of LeVar Walker Daily Show podcast. Do you guys have anything else for me? You want to talk some more? Camp. Hey BJ, what you talking about? What are we talking about? Wait a minute. Wait, let me see. We talking about here and now. Yes, I'm talking about here and now. October. What about October, LaShawn? I don't know what you mean. I was inspired by. Shout out to Rod Manning. What that brother has done is amazing. It is, bro. I don't care if he put the dress on. I'm over that shit. Uh, Snoop not smoking is kind of crazy. I talked about that yesterday on yesterday's podcast. With Snoop not smoking is interesting, but I'm guessing it might be some type of health related issues. So I don't want to pounce on Snoop for stopping smoking, but I can tell you he's going to get a fat face and he's going to gain a lot of weight because he's going to eat his ass off after not smoking. All antidotes comes to mind. Diddy, truth doesn't need explaining. Hit dogs will holler. Eventually, what's done in the dark will come to the light. I agree with you, Virginia Chase. The whole Diddy thing is the chickens coming home to roost, and they are roosting very well with Diddy. Okay. Thank you. The October comment was a typo. Appreciate that. Prolific trucking is laughing. Edibles, sleepables, crippables. I don't know. Oh, you talking about Snoop Dogg. That's hilarious. Stacks Jenkins. The name Stacks Jenkins is a very that you have the name of a nigga's nigga. And that is I'm Stacks Jenkins. Like, wow, that shit sound like a name on Life. Were you in the movie Life? That sound like a character. But yes, guys, this has been great. Another episode of the LeVar Walker Daily Show podcast, and I'm just hopefully if I got canned on these sites, I really don't care because I just want to speak the truth, literally. So let me see. Let me see. But no, this is real. And I love all of you, man. Y'all, I'm growing this thing one by one. We're going to continuously grow. I get some t-shirts out. How many of y'all would be willing to mess with some of the t-shirts, LeVar Walker Show podcast t-shirts? Let me know in the comments or DM me. Gonna try to get some merch out and I'm gonna try to keep this thing rolling. And two, shout out to everybody on YouTube that's watching. We got about 9 people on YouTube, 25 on Facebook, none on my personal page, and one on Twitch. So we're a very small and tight knit community who I'm very appreciative of. I appreciate you, Major Cephas. So, Major Cephas, where did you discover me as a comedian? Just let me know. And also, too, guys, I got some stuff coming out. The new Comic View, which was hosted by Mike Epps and produced by Kevin Hart. That'll be coming out soon. We gonna get some Call You t-shirts. Shout out to Virginia Chase. We'll do the Call You t-shirts. We gonna start somewhere. Ari Lee, we gonna keep it humble, baby. We gonna keep it going. I appreciate you tuning in. And that's it, guys. I'm gonna see you guys Monday, and I'm gonna end this show. So I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning into another episode of LeVar Walker Daily Show podcast. It's been a Stone Groove. My name is LeVar Walker. Some call me Dr. LeVar Walker because I have a doctorate degree in pharmacy. But you could just call me LeVar because we're family. And wait, we got one new comment. Oh, that's what's up. The YouTube set with Kevin Hart, milk, cookies, and juice. Good. So we going to end this thing. I'm LeVar Walker. This is LeVar Walker Show. See you guys Monday. Love, peace, and blessings.